Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, here in Tigers Stadium for a highly anticipated matchup between the undefeated Whitthorne Middle School Tigers and Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers, who are also undefeated. I'm Peyton Calvert, joined alongside Drake Colley. How you doing tonight, Drake?
Doing terrific, Peyton. Thank you, and thank everybody for joining us. And like you said, Peyton, two undefeated teams right here in Murray County, about 15 miles separating the two schools from each other. And I'll tell you what, it's, like you said, much anticipated, and we're going to battle here in just a second.
Oh, it's going to be a battle, Drake. Whitthorne has won its last 13 games dating back to last season.
Okay.
That's absolutely incredible.
There you go. A very long win streak, and you know, I think Mount Pleasant Middle School is going to have a little something to say about that tonight.
Hey, I bet they do. It's going to be an exciting one. It's going to be a dogfight tonight, Drake.
And we'll see what happens with Thorne in their white tops, purple pants, purple numbers with gold trim, and then you're going to have the Mount Pleasant Tigers in their red jerseys, white numbers, white pants with white helmets. And let me get back to Whitthorne Middle School. Coach Dickinson has put them in their purple helmets tonight. So we're going to do the national anthem, and then we're going to get this thing rolling.
At this time, if you would, stand and uncover for the playing of the national anthem.
So we just had the national anthem. We're about ready, set for kickoff, Drake.
Looks like the Whitthorne Tigers will be receiving the ball, going from our right to left.
Mount Pleasant fans, get on your feet and welcome your Tigers to the field.
And here come the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers onto the field, and I think they've got a good showing here in Mount Pleasant. I would say estimate the home crowd on our side of the field, which is on the west side of the field, probably 300 to 400 people. And Whitthorne had done too bad, have showed up too. They've probably got, I'd say, 125 people over on their side of the field. People lining the fences. As the shadows get a little bit longer, as the sun is dropping down behind the press box here, as we are on the 50-yard line, up in the crow's nest, as they say, looking down on the field.
Let's see.
Back receiving for the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers is number 1, Austin Taylor, is the deepest man, and then up a little shorter than him is number 2, his partner in crime, so to speak, number 2, Jack. Is that 2 or 3?
I believe that's number 3, Trevante Johnson.
Okay, that's Trevante Johnson. They're Mr. Everything. He plays offense. He plays defense. Was a big factor in the Battle Creek win last week.
And the kick is a short one, and it is fallen on by a Whitthorne Tiger at about the 47, 48-yard line.
Yeah, that's correct.
So they didn't want to kick it deep.
No, they certainly didn't. And you know, I don't know. Do you take the chance to kick it deep right there? And I guess you risk the guy, the returner, taking it all the way. But giving the ball to the other team on their own 47-yard line
Risky
for the first set of downs of the game is a little risky too. So we'll see what happens.
Whitthorne lines up. Number 2, Jackson Parker, their quarterback, joined in the backfield by, couldn't tell, but they handed it off for a short gain, I'd say. He was met immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Number 34 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, Aiden Davis, was in on that tackle, assisted with, looked like the nose guard.
So they're saying he lost a yard there, Drake, so that's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Tigers of Whitthorne. Jackson Parker out of the shotgun, takes the snap, flips it back to his running back, who kind of stumbles. That's number 6, Khalil Hardison.
Yeah, the quarterback pitched it right there, and it looked like Hardison just kind of lost his footing and stumbled forward a little bit.
So, yeah, here's an instant replay of that. It was a good pitch. Khalil Hardison just lost his footing there, as you can see on the replay. Still managed to pick up some positive yards, but that's going to bring up a huge 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. That's exactly what Mount Pleasant wants. The type of situation they want to keep Whitthorne in. 3rd and 8 from their own 49-yard line.
Let's see what the Whitthorne Tigers dials up here on 3rd and 8.
They didn't throw the ball a lot against Battle Creek. They did occasionally, but they normally went deep. So
there's the snap. Quarterback looks like he's going to pitch it to Tyshawn Dotson, but instead he keeps it and maybe makes it up to about the 50-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 4th and, 5? 4th and...
Another good defensive play by number 50 for Mount Pleasant, Micah Evans, and number 55, the nose tackle, Brody Fields.
And it looks like the Tigers of Whitthorne sending out their punt team. Number 3's deep for Mount Pleasant.
And you can tell why Mount Pleasant Tigers are 6-0. Right off the bat, you can tell that their defense up front, their run defense is strong.
Absolutely. And number 11, Jaden White, with the huge punt there. Going to take a bounce at about the 15, land, roll down to about the 13-yard line. What a punt from the 8th grader Jaden White.
Jake, how you doing?
Had a lot of hang time on that one.
You can tell this is an important game, folks, up here in the press box. We've got the smoothest pipes in the business just checked in, Mr. Barry Duke, and we've got our station manager and technician extraordinaire, Clayton the Claw Harris, working the boards for us and working the cameras and the replays. So you guys at home just sit back and enjoy the view and try to put up with Peyton and I's play-by-play in color here as we...
Mount Pleasant sets up at about the 13-yard line. Quarterback in shotgun. There's a snap. Hands it up the middle to number 3, who's going to roll and get down right at about the line of scrimmage. Deontay Webster there on the carry.
Hand off to Webster. He gains 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Deontay Webster had a nice gain there.
Both teams just trying to, it's kind of like a heavyweight bout. Both teams just kind of trying to feel each other out here early on. Get some run plays underneath their belts.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 7.
Quarterback takes the snap out of the shotgun formation, and he rumbles down to about the 20-yard line. Nice pickup for the quarterback, number 10, Brantley Brady.
Tackle made by Jason Guzman on that defensive play for Whitthorne.
But that's going to bring up a huge 3rd down and 2 for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, middle school Tigers.
They're in better shape than Whitthorne was on the 3rd and 8 in their first series.
Absolutely. They've run the ball pretty well so far. Whitthorne needs a stop here. Here's a direct snap to number 3, Webster, and he rumbles and stumbles down.
Slung down by Jakari Owens, number 22 for the Whitthorne Tigers, after getting the first down.
That's right, Drake. So Mount Pleasant moves the chains, gets down to about the 27-yard line. Their own 27. There's about 4 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter here in Tigers Stadium, Mount Pleasant. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Brings a man in motion. Going to do a little jet sweep to the right side. He's going to fight his way for a nice pickup of about 4 there, Drake.
Yeah, number 22, Jakari Owens, ran him down. Nice speed laterally across the field to wrap up the runner, but that was a pickup of about 5 yards on that run.
Wesley Krim, guy came in motion, took the jet sweep. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers. Here in the battle of the Tigers, the undefeated Tigers, Drake.
Yeah, as Mount Pleasant methodically moved from about their own 13-yard line out to their own 31 right now.
Quarterback takes the snap. It's a handoff up the middle to Deontay Webster, who's met by a host of Whitthorne Tigers.
Yeah, rough sledding there is number 0, Tyshawn Dotson, would have none of it. Only a pickup of about a yard for us. Now what Mount Pleasant faces is 3rd down and 4 from their 33-yard line. Hey, let's say 3rd and 3.
Two minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers with the ball.
No score as of yet.
Quarterback takes a direct snap, and he's going to get the first down and then some. He's finally brought down at about the 46-yard line.
That's Jakari Owens again. Already 3 tackles on this series by Mount Pleasant. 3 tackles for the Whitthorne Tigers as he wraps up the quarterback, but after
a Mount Pleasant first down.
After the Mount Pleasant quarterback runs for a first down.
So Mount Pleasant this drive has done an incredible job of running the football, Drake. They've given themselves great field position on 3rd down, 3rd and short instead of 3rd and longs and 3rd and medium, so they've been able to pick it up. Quarterback out of the shotgun. Oh, he's going to do a little
counter.
Little counter.
Jakari Owens again from the inside linebacker position. They tried.
It looked like the quarterback flipped it.
It was a little bit of a counter play. Everything was kind of flowing to the right, and then the quarterback handed it back off to the left-hand side as the back was coming kind of counter to where they were blocking.
So yeah, nice little play there.
Only a 2-yard pickup.
So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Mount Pleasant Middle
number
School Tigers.
22 for the Whitthorne Tigers. He's everywhere. Jakari Owens. About four tackles right now in this series alone. And we've got 40 seconds to go in the first quarter.
There's a flag on the play. What are they?
They call a timeout. I think they got a timeout.
Before delay a game?
Yeah, before the clock ran out. They being the Mount Pleasant Tigers. I see a flag on the field, but I'm not sure. I think they're going to pick it up. We'll see what the official says here.
Well, we'll be right back. No score in the first quarter between the Mount Pleasant Tigers and the Whitthorne Tigers. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
We thrive here at Merchandise Marketplace to give our customers the best experience, quality, and price. Anything from auto supply, tools and garden, to furniture, home decor, and self-care. Don't miss our daily deals Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Our doors open at 10 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your finds await at 1412 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia, Tennessee, Suite 20.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant High School here in Tiger Stadium in this heavyweight bout between the Whitthorne Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers. There was just a penalty before the break.
Yeah, illegal substitution on the Mount Pleasant Tigers. That's a 5-yard penalty, so now they are second down and 13 from their own 38-yard line.
Quarterback out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to take it up the middle for a good gain. He's still on his feet, down to about the 49-yard line. Number 13, Landon Everly, took that snap, took it right up the middle, and picked up a good gain for the Tigers of Mount Pleasant.
Tackle for Whitthorne there by John Brooks, number 56. As the quarterback kind of gave a little juke there after he got past the line of scrimmage and eked out about 6 yards. So looking at about third down and 6.5 yards to go right here, Peyton?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Neither team has put the ball in the air yet.
No, they haven't.
There you go.
Wow, after the end of one, the score is deadlocked at 0, Drake. It's been quite the matchup so far between the two Tigers.
Okay, we're going to take a little break and be right back.
Are you tired of living with neuropathy? If you're living with pain and numbness in your feet, then you understand that most treatments only target the symptoms of your neuropathy. At the Dr. Gill Center, our customized therapies target the underlying causes of neuropathy, promoting healing and helping to restore function. Are you ready to say goodbye to pain and limitations of neuropathy and hello to a brighter, pain-free future? Call 615-794-0800 and ask about our $49 special. Take the first step. Start living pain-free with Dr. Gill Center. Call me painfree.com.
Welcome back into the second quarter of this highly anticipated matchup between the Whitthorne Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers. Both teams undefeated and deadlocked at 0 to begin the second quarter. And
I say they put it in the air right here. First pass of the game. I'm going to predict this is going to have the first pass of the game.
Okay. Mount Pleasant with about a 3rd and 7. They've driven the ball pretty well so far, slow and methodical, like you said, Drake.
And I say he's going to go right down the middle of the field seam, right down just
out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes a direct snap and is met immediately by a Whitthorne Tiger.
They should have listened to me. They listened to me right there. Pass the ball. They can probably have a first down. But now they're putting the ball away. 4th and 6. Good play by the Whitthorne. Number 0, Tyshawn Dodson. You'll be saying that name a lot on the Whitthorne defensive side of the field tonight.
Absolutely, Drake. He's a monster. He's what about?
He certainly is.
6'1", 230
His older brother
pounds.
plays in the NFL, so he's comes from a great bloodline of football players, obviously.
Well, the Mount Pleasant Tigers are going to stay on the field and not punt the football. Here comes a man in motion, and they're going to hand it off to him around the outside. That's number 24 on the carry.
And he is not going to make it.
No. He's a couple yards shy there.
Thrown down only after a gain of maybe a couple of yards. He is.
So Whitthorne's going to take over.
He is well short on Mount Pleasant's side of the field. It's kind of surprising that the Mount Pleasant coaching staff decided to go that route. I would not have, in a 0-0 ball game, 2 undefeated teams. I am not giving the Whitthorne Tigers a chance to set up camp on my side of the field.
Absolutely not, Drake. So this is great field position for the Whitthorne Tigers here.
I'm a little bit of a gambler, but I'm not crazy. I don't.
about 7 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter.
We'll see what Whitthorne can do with this good fortune.
Out of the shotgun, hands it off to number 6.
Khalil Hardison.
Break about 3 tackles and get down right at about the 40-yard line.
A
After
nice 7-yard pickup, solid 7. They'll take that. Whitthorne will take that every play.
Absolutely, Drake.
Coach Dickinson and his staff have kept it on the ground so far with the second quarter just underway, roughly 6.5 minutes to go, and they have not aired it out yet. But I've got a feeling they might have something up their sleeve, a little
I think so too.
A little
Drake.
trickeration maybe up their sleeve here. We'll see what happens.
Quarterback out of the shotgun. Another handoff to the outside to Khalil Hardison, who's going to stiff arm a man down and get really close to that first down line to gain, Drake.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring up about a third and
half a yard maybe.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, you never know. Now, when teams run the ball and never throw the ball, sometimes you'll see a little halfback pass in this situation. You've got third and a half a yard to go. You might waste a play and maybe try to go deep right here, but we'll see what happens.
Looks like they're going to run the quarterback sneak with Austin Taylor.
Yeah.
Jackson Parker, and that's what they do.
That is Whitthorne's version of the tush push, which we saw last night on Monday Night Football as the Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts went down in the last very exciting NFL Monday Night Football game as the Falcons win.
So that's a first down for the Whitthorne Tigers after the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, that was a great tush push. I want to say he picked up, 5, 6, 7 yards on that?
It was close to it, Drake. Only needed about half and got 6.
And Peyton, this all sets up because Whitthorne chose to go for it on 4th and 7 on their side of the field and gave the ball up roughly on their own 45-yard line.
I know, Drake. Hey, that was a risky call, and it might.
I mean, you get up a good team like Whitthorne that short of a field, they're going to make you pay for it.
Absolutely. Here's the handoff to number 88.
Ooh, these are going to take a loss.
Who gets slung down.
Slung down by the quarterback, number 19, Ja'Kai Amos, was having none of that.
No, he was not.
And the Whitthorne Tigers take a loss on that play. So I want to say it is second and about 20.
Yeah.
Maybe second. I'll take that back. Maybe second and 17, 18. Maybe 18.
Maybe now Whitthorne opens up the playbook and decides to air it out here.
Unless you've got a running play, unless you want to try to pick up 10 and then 10. But we'll see. They're pretty successful going deep against Battle Creek.
Here it is. Jackson Parker drops back, has all day, looks to his right, and the pass was intended for number 22, Jakari Owens. But it was great coverage by the Mount Pleasant
and a great
defense.
defensive play by Mount Pleasant's quarterback, Ja'Kai Amos. I just mentioned his name as he threw the Mount Pleasant player down the play before that for the loss, and now he defends on a deep pass to the right sideline. And you got 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 18 again. What are you calling right here?
I don't know, Drake. They could
a Hail Mary prayer type thing, or with a kicker like Jaden White.
Yeah,
maybe you're trying to get it to around the 30-yard line, between the 25 and the 30-yard line, and let him try a long field goal. Because he's got the leg for it, folks.
Oh, he absolutely does. He can kick a 40-yard.
He is something else.
Here's the snap. Parker drops back, and the pass is intended for Aiden Martinez.
Yeah. It hit Martinez in the wrong spot, right in the hands. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Martinez dropped.
So after starting that terrific field position, courtesy of Mount Pleasant Tigers going on 4th down, now the Mount Pleasant Tigers, they're going to look.
The Whitthorne Tigers are bringing out Jaden White to punt the football.
They're going to punt the ball away.
They're going to pin him deep.
Yeah, I would definitely pull out my best special teams weapon, who is number 11, Jaden White.
And Coach Dickinson not liking what he sees. He's going to call a timeout.
Did they have?
I don't know.
No, they got a timeout, Whitthorne Tigers. You want to take a quick break?
Hey, we'll be back. Score 0-0. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Welcome back into Tiger Stadium, where the Whitthorne Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers are in a dogfight right now in the second quarter.
Two felines in a dogfight.
In a feline fight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fake punt. Number 11, Jaden White, takes it to the outside. He's running for the first down marker, makes a man miss, but he's going to be short. Wow.
Well, that's why football is such a wonderful game, because it never ceases to amaze the fans and armchair quarterbacks that sit around and watch the game all week long once football season starts. Now, that was 4th down and 19 to go, if I'm not mistaken.
And he picked up, what, about 14 there on the kick?
Yeah, he picked up, I want to say, maybe a little over half of it, and turns the ball over there to the Mount Pleasant Tigers who are now first down and 10 from their 33-yard line. So Whitthorne just returns a favor of what Mount Pleasant did earlier for Whitthorne.
Here's number 19, Ja'Kai Amos, the quarterback, who's getting popped at the line of scrimmage.
Tyshawn Dotson just wraps him up at the line of scrimmage and throws him.
Wow.
To the ground. Tyshawn Dotson having a game tonight. He and Jakari Owens.
And Ja'Kai Amos is a big 8th grader for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. He's a big guy.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And
I want to say he's every bit of 6 foot, maybe taller than that, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe 6'2". He towers above everybody else in the huddle.
But Tyshawn Dotson handled him like he was a little baby.
Yeah. Tyshawn and Jakari Owens are definitely right now the most active defensive players for Whitthorne.
About 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the half. Mount Pleasant out of the shotgun. 2nd down and about 11. Ja'Kai Amos takes the snap around the outside. He's got blockers. He's down to the 40, the 50, the 40, the 40. Oh, and he's finally stepped out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's
What a run.
Number 22 for Whitthorne, Jakari Owens, came over to the sidelines after a good 30-yard run by Mount Pleasant's quarterback, number 19. Ja'Kai Amos. And Jakari Owens couldn't quite corral him, but he just had enough pressure on him and enough physicality for Amos to lose his balance and slide out of bounds there on the 36-yard line of the Whitthorne Tigers in a 0-0 ball game with about just under 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Mount Pleasant hands the football off to number 3, Deontay Webster, who's going to get down to about the 29-yard line.
Yep, as number 6, Khalil Hardison and Jakari Owens again combined for the tackle.
So
10-yard run, and that's enough to move the sticks as they are on the Whitthorne 25-yard line now.
And Coach Dickinson takes another timeout here, maybe going to reevaluate the defense here because they've given up 2 huge chunk plays to the Tigers of Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, I feel as though he's going to talk to – you want to take a quick break?
We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Ball game's tied 0-0. Don't go anywhere.
He shoots, and he scores!
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, after Whitthorne takes a timeout in this battle of the Tigers. Still scoreless, Drake. Mount Pleasant with the ball driving. They're going to do a quarterback sneak, and they're going to push the pile for about 10 yards there.
Yeah, just a simple quarterback sneak, right. Hiked it to him. He was under center, and he just pushes forward for about a 9-yard gain on 1st and 10 down to the Whitthorne 21-yard line. 2nd and 1. Now, do you wait 2nd and 1? Do you waste a pass play? I don't know. Just depends.
They've been running the football effectively.
I was about to say, as well as they're running the ball, I don't know why you would throw it. But it is 2nd and 1, and analytics probably, people talk about analytics all the time. I think they might throw the ball, well, that's what analytics say.
And now Mount Pleasant Tigers take a timeout. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Score 0-0 in the second quarter.
He shoots, and he scores!
This is Tripp Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
So we're back after the Mount Pleasant Tigers take a timeout. 2nd down and 1. They've been driving very well on this possession, Drake.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes ago in the second quarter. I look for them to just keep doing what they're doing. They're running the ball great. Whitthorne doesn't look like they're trying to stop them, but Mount Pleasant's just winning that rushing battle right now.
Winning big.
And they would love to run this clock all the way down and punch it in for a touchdown with no time left for Whitthorne in the
quarterback
before halftime.
Under center. He rolls out, finds his receiver number 4, Kyle Sweat.
What a catch.
Little bootleg action there. Needed 1 and picked up about 5.
We might want to check the replay on that. I'm not sure if it hit the ground or not, or whether it was a shoestring catch, I
don't know. The replay, it's hard to tell, Drake. Mount Pleasant with the first pass of the football game, down to about the 10-yard line.
It makes no difference. They're giving it to Mount Pleasant. 1st and goal from the 10.
Let's see what these Tigers from Mount Pleasant can cook up here in the end zone. It's a direct snap to number 3, Deontay Webster, who breaks about 3 tackles and is finally dropped at about the 2-yard line, Drake.
Yeah, pickup of 8 there. Nice. Just direct snap to the running back, Deontay Webster. And he just ran it right up the middle to the Whitthorne 2-yard line with approaching a minute and a half to go in the first half. I don't see why they would change anything up.
Absolutely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Drake.
Webster again is going to take the direct snap, similar to what the Titans would do with Derrick Henry in the old days.
Here's the snap, and he's going to easily score a touchdown and break the seal. Number 3, Deontay Webster, finds the end zone first for the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers.
And
it was a methodical drive.
Into the half drive by the Mount Pleasant Tiger Middle School football team as they go up 6-0 with 1:13 to go in the second quarter.
And it looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here.
Yeah, I don't know what type of kicker situation. They might not have a good enough kicking situation.
Jakai Amos on the carry, who's stopped. So the 2-point conversion's not good.
Tackled there by number 50, Preston Kirkland for the Whitthorne Tigers. So it remains a 6-0 game with 1:13 to go in the second quarter.
So now the Whitthorne Tigers are going to have to drive down the field and see if they can respond here, Drake.
Well, the last thing you want to do, it depends on where they get the ball and what type of field position they have after the kickoff. But the last thing you want to do is try something out of your comfort zone, turn the ball over here late in the second quarter and possibly give Mount Pleasant another chance to score. So I'm sure Coach Dickinson's thinking about that, and maybe the best thing for the Whitthorne Tigers is to get in at halftime down 6-0, kind of regroup, get a pep talk from Coach Dickinson and his assistants, and come back out and play a solid 2 quarters of football in the second half.
Absolutely. This Mount Pleasant team, they controlled the clock so well. They've controlled the football game so well. I mean, they've eaten the clock all the way down and haven't given the Tigers from Whitthorne much of a chance to do anything. I mean,
no, I think Whitthorne's just had, 2 possessions in this first half?
I think
just one?
Oh, no, it's 2. They punted the first one and then went for it and almost picked it up, but it was a 4th and long. So Mount Pleasant to kick off from about the 40-yard line, and it's going to be another pooch kick.
That's out of bounds.
Barely. Number 22, DeMontez Gilbert, almost recovered that football for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, but it bounced out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
And I believe that's exactly where they get the ball, on a kickoff out of bounds. No, it's at the 45-yard line.
So there's a 5-yard
stand
penalty.
Corrected. So Whitthorne has the ball at their own 45-yard line with 1:13 to go. I think Coach Dickinson might have a play or two.
Oh, absolutely.
That he wants to run and maybe get in scoring position here before the half ends.
Whitthorne out of the shotgun. Jackson Parker looks, passes to number 1, Austin Taylor. No, that's number 3, Trevante Johnson, my apologies, who's finally wrapped up at about the 49-yard line.
Yeah, nice little 7-yard pickup there. Tackle made by number 7, Barrett Robinette. I recognize that name in Mount Pleasant lore.
Yeah, that's actually, I believe, a distant relative of mine.
Okay, there you go. 2nd down and 3 from Mount
Parker. Heaves that thing down there to number 1, Austin Taylor, but that was terrific coverage there by the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Yeah, nice deep pass around the 30-yard line by Whitthorne, and well defended.
Very well defended. There was 2
Deontay Webster, the touchdown scorer for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
That's right, Drake. So that's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 3 yards to go. 41 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Huge 3rd down for the Whitthorne Tigers. Jackson Parker out of the shotgun. He looks, fires to number 6, Khalil Hardison, behind the line of scrimmage, who's going to dance his way up to the 45-yard line.
He got it.
That he did.
Terrific play by Khalil, number 6, Khalil Hardison for the Whitthorne Tigers, as he fights through 2 defenders to get just past the sticks, and it's 1st down for Whitthorne. 21 seconds left from Mount Pleasant's 45-yard line.
And there's a timeout.
As the clock was started, and now we've got 13 seconds left.
So does the clock not stop on a 1st down, Drake, or what's?
Well, it does, but if he's tackled within the field of play, it starts back as soon as the ball is set.
Okay. So James Dickinson calls a timeout with 13 seconds left. This has been This has been a dogfight for sure.
Right now, Whitthorne is out of timeouts. Mount Pleasant has one. So being tackled in the field of play would probably run the clock out in middle school football. So Coach Dickinson is probably thinking some type of down and out, maybe around the 25-yard line, either to the left sideline or right sideline, to get the receiver, get out of bounds, and give your terrific place kicker a chance. Jaden White, number 11 for Whitthorne, just a chance to put up 3 points and cut this Mount Pleasant Tiger lead in half at 6-3 at halftime, if you can possibly connect on this play.
Absolutely.
First down and 10 from Mount Pleasant's 45-yard line.
Huge play here, Drake. Jackson Parker out of the shotgun, joined in the backfield by Aiden Martinez, and I believe that's number 6, Khalil Hardison. And now whistles are blowing, and there's a flag down on the field.
The white hat threw the flag there. Delay of game on
Whitthorne.
I'm not sure how you, now they move back 5 yards, so they're at the 50-yard line. Makes it even more of a difficult play here with just 13 seconds to go before halftime. Down 6-0 to the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
And this 13-game win streak on the line here, Drake.
That's right, with 13 seconds to go in the half. 13.
Wow. Here's the snap. Parker to pass. He gets it off to Khalil Hardison, who's going to dance around, make a man miss, and get down at about the 40.
And the time's going to run out.
43-yard line, and that's going to do it for the half. So, very low scoring.
Valiant effort. Had they not gotten a delay of game, that would have been a first down. I don't know if they could have gotten to the line and down the ball,
right.
spike the ball quick enough. But at halftime, it is 6-0 Mount Pleasant Tigers over Whitthorne.
So we'll be back to start the third quarter at the end of one half. Like Drake said, Mount Pleasant on top, 6-0. We'll be back after half.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is Landers Insurance.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'd be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
See our full line of Gravely products at Murray County Equipment, 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard in Columbia, Tennessee, or check us out on Facebook.
We thrive here at Merchandise Marketplace to give our customers the best experience, quality, and price. Anything from auto supply, tools and garden, to furniture, home decor, and self-care. Don't miss our daily deals Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Our doors open at 10 a.m. and close at 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and Sunday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Your finds await at 1412 Trotwood Avenue, Columbia, Tennessee, Suite 20.
Are you tired of living with neuropathy? If you're living with pain and numbness in your feet, then you understand that most treatments only target the symptoms of your neuropathy. At the Dr. Gill Center, our customized therapies target the underlying causes of neuropathy, promoting healing and helping to restore function. Are you ready to say goodbye to pain and limitations of neuropathy and hello to a brighter, pain-free future? Call 615-794-0800 and ask about our $49 special. Take the first step. Start living pain-free with Dr. Gill Center. Call me painfree.com.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Do you wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Good And he scores!
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Welcome back into Tiger Stadium in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, where we are in the battle of the Tigers.
Yeah, a close game, 6-0. The tension is palpable here in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, as the Tigers are looking to snap the Whitthorne Tigers' 13-game winning streak.
That's right, Drake. I mean, they've done a good job so far offensively, milking clock, taking care of the football, and they put it in the end zone.
As what we would consider a large middle school here in Murray County, going up against a smaller middle school,
Absolutely,
right?
yeah.
And, the big dog against the little underdog type situation here. And the underdog home team Tigers of Mount Pleasant have the better of it at 6-0 and will be receiving the kickoff here in the second half to start the second half.
Well, Whitthorne in the North Division of the Murray County Conference, Whitthorne's won that. They've got that taken care of. And Mount Pleasant has won the South Division in the Murray County Football Conference.
But this is about pride, baby. This is about helmet to helmet, pad to pad, and this is about pride and bragging rights within the county between Mount Pleasant and Columbia, Tennessee. So this means a lot. And we've got, I would say, I don't know what the gate is tonight. I would say there's probably all in all maybe close to 1,000 people here at this game tonight.
Absolutely, Drake. It's been a good one to watch so far. We're about to kick off the second half. Hey, let's see if Whitthorne can put something together and put some points on the board.
Well, I would say with the kicking ability of number 11 for Whitthorne, Jaden White, I would say he's going to tee it up and kick it as far and as deep as he possibly can.
Or maybe Coach Dickinson has some tricks up his sleeve. He might do a little onside kick to start the second half.
And I'll tell you what, as good of a kicker or as well as Jaden White can kick the football, they're probably talking about a directional kick and getting the Whitthorne special teams, kickoff teams directed to that side of where he's going to kick the ball and maybe try to pin Mount Pleasant deeper in their own territory instead of giving them the ball on their own 40-yard line last time when they scored the touchdown.
That's right, Drake. And it's crazy because Mr. Jaden White this is his first year of playing actual football, Drake.
Well, I don't know where he learned to kick the football before this, but he certainly he might have been a terrific soccer player. Who knows? But he's teed it up on the 40. And here we go for the second half as Mount Pleasant Tigers lead 6-0 over the Whitthorne Tigers.
Here's the kick. It's to the right. It's going to be at the 30. It's going to be fielded and dropped, but the kick goes out of bounds. So that'll be about a 5-yard penalty.
So my question is, did he touch the ball? Did 34 touch the ball right there before it went out of bounds?
He did, so no penalty.
If he did, there should not be a penalty. I saw a flag go down.
But 34 did try to field that kick there, and they're going to.
The sideline official tossed his flag. It's sitting over there on the 31-yard line, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a penalty.
Do you see? See, he's telling the official right now. He's telling the white hat. See, now they're moving it up to the 40.
Wow.
What was the penalty?
I guess.
Hold on, folks. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get this figured out for you. As the White Hat is asking his fellow official we didn't get it. We didn't get a call.
They just moved it up to the 35, and Mount Pleasant to take over. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to go left. He's got green grass. It makes a man miss, but he can't make the second man miss. After about a gain of 2, Ja'Kai Amos.
Tackle made by number 88, Aiden Martinez. I didn't understand that at all.
I didn't either,
I mean,
Drake.
if you kick the ball out of bounds, like Mount Pleasant did earlier, the ball was set at the 45-yard line, right?
Right.
I mean, that's where Whitthorne took the ball over in the first half when Mount Pleasant kicked it out of bounds. That time, Whitthorne kicked it. The player tried to field the ball around the 31-yard line, and then it shot out of bounds off his hands, it looked like, and then they set the ball for play at at Mount Pleasant's 35. So
I don't know. Number 3, Deontay Webster on the carry. Picks up the first down at about the
nice run by Webster.
49-yard line.
Nice run by Webster. He just kind of jitterbugged to the right side of the line, back and forth, and picked up 12 yards and a first down. And Mount Pleasant is in business at their own 49-yard line, 1st and 10. And the Whitthorne Tigers are going to have to figure out a way to get Mount Pleasant to a 4th down play.
They are. Mount Pleasant out of the shotgun. Going to be a direct snap to Deontay Webster, who takes it up the middle for about a gain of 4.5.
Yeah, I would say that's a solid 4.5 yards. 2nd down and 6.
Mount Pleasant's got some athletes. Got some big boys.
Certainly do.
Strong runners. Like you said, this Whitthorne defense has to figure out a way to get Mount Pleasant in a 4th down situation, make them a little uncomfortable, because so far they've...
Up front, big Tyshawn Dotson, number 0, is going to have to make a play and stop that run up the middle.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to number 3, Deontay Webster, who picks up another gain of about 3 yards there.
Yeah, that's going to bring her up 3rd down and 2 on the Whitthorne 43-yard line. Just under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, with Mount Pleasant leading 6-0
over the Whitthorne Tigers.
I'll tell you who's going to have to make a play right here. I'm going to call him. I'm going to call his number. Jakari Owens, number 22, is going to have to step up here and stop this 3rd down play.
Here's the snap, and they hand it off to number 59.
It's going to be so close right here, and I think they're going to be a yard short. 4th down and 1 from the Whitthorne 42-yard line. They being the Mount Pleasant Tigers, need 1 yard to convert this 4th down play, and I would imagine they're going for it. I don't see why not.
They've been a physical team up front.
I mean, in the first half, they went for it on 4th and 7 from their own 30, 40, well, around 40-yard line, so why not go for it here?
Here's the snap. It's a direct snap to Deontay Webster, who's going to fight down to the 35-yard line, drag a defender with him. So that's going to be a 4th down conversion for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant's Deontay Webster just following his blockers right there. A little bit to the right side of the center, following his blockers, and he picks up the 1st down easily. And Mount Pleasant is in business again.
Fresh set of downs.
At Whitthorne's 32-yard line, 1st and 10. Whitthorne's defense is going to have to make a play. They're going to have to get a turnover or something.
Amos under center takes the snap, takes the football, and is dropped after a gain of maybe 1 there.
Nice submarine tackle by Isaiah Chase, number 23 for Whitthorne, as he came up and just submarined the runner right there and took him down immediately at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and that's what Whitthorne has to do right here. They have to bow up, as they say, find a way to stop Mount Pleasant's running game.
Quarterback under center. No, it's a direct snap. My apologies to Webster, who fights down to about the 30. So another, oh, whoa, he's still got the football, but whistles
They're
blew.
going to say his forward progress was stopped about the 29-yard line of Whitthorne, which brings up 3rd and 7, Peyton. And this is
huge for the Whitthorne
Tigers.
Tigers.
Is a big play. This is a big play in this football game right here. 3rd and 7 from Whitthorne's 29-yard line.
See if Mount Pleasant comes out and throws the ball. I mean, they've been running the ball well all night, but they've run the ball this whole game essentially. So this could really throw off the Whitthorne defense.
Ja'Kai Amos in the shotgun, so it's not going to be direct snap to Webster. This might be some type of run option on.
Here's the snap, and Amos takes it to the left side around the edge. He's got blockers, and he's going to fight his way to about.
He did not make it.
Where do you think he was down at, Drake?
I think he looks like he's down at about the 23-yard line.
So it's going to bring up 4th and very short.
They marketed the 20. They marketed the 24, so it's 4th and 2.
Webster.
Now, Mount Pleasant did not kick an extra point, so I don't think a field goal is in play here. So I would imagine they're just going to set up either Webster or Amos
and
run it,
bulldoze it up the middle,
and say, if you can stop us, stop us. If not,
well, Mount Pleasant takes a timeout here with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in the first half. Up in this football game, 6-0. We'll be back after the break.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be polls, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Welcome back in to Tigers Stadium in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, where we have a barn burner between the Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers and the Whitthorne Tigers, both undefeated. Mount Pleasant has a huge 4th down coming up here, Drake, about a 4th and 2. They've run the ball well all game.
I think Mount Pleasant's biggest weapon offensively has been Deontay Webster. Direct snap and him just picking his way behind his blockers through the line. Nothing fancy about it, just hard-nosed football, running the football. So I think Deontay Webster.
And it looks like Deontay Webster
is going to
take the direct snap. Here's the snap, and here's Webster around the right side. Follows his blockers. He's got nothing but green grass, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Deontay Webster on 4th and 2 bullies his way into the end zone for another touchdown to extend the lead 12-0 against the Whitthorne Tigers.
Yeah, it's just basic football. We're going to keep doing what we're doing, what's successful until you can stop us. And if you can't stop us, then we're gonna win this football game.
And Mount Pleasant, their rushing attack tonight has been impeccable.
After Whitthorne gave up the ball after receiving to start the second half.
Here's the snap for the 2-point conversion. Webster, he's going to fight his way in for the 2-point conversion. It's good. 2 minutes and 4 seconds. The Mount Pleasant Tigers up 14-0 on the Whitthorne Tigers.
Yep. Body language from the Whitthorne sideline is not good, I don't believe, but there's 10 minutes left in this football game, just over 2 in the third quarter, and then 8 to go in the fourth. So
there's plenty of time.
There's plenty of time to work some magic, but the Whitthorne Tigers are going to have to do something offensively. They've done nothing offensively pretty much the whole game. And you got to take your hats off to the Mount Pleasant Tiger defense. They're the reason Whitthorne has not been able to do anything.
That's right, Drake. Hey, but on the offensive side, they're winning the line of scrimmage easily tonight. I mean, on both sides, their offensive line creating chaos, creating holes. Defensive line, I mean, playing tough. They're a physical football team.
These Mount Pleasant fans, they can They see the blood in the water. They can smell the blood in the water. They want to get a victory. They want to end this 13-game winning streak by the Whitthorne Tigers. And
hey, because next week playoff starts for middle school.
And they're on their way to doing it. And that is out of bounds.
At about the 41-yard line.
But I think, and there's a flag on it. So
let's see what they do with the football here, Drake, the referees.
Well, they spotted that last one for Mount Pleasant at 35. The ball was kicked out of bounds at the 41. So I wonder if is it 5 yards from where they kick it out of bounds? That might be the high school or middle school rule. But what if you kick it out of bounds, let's say at the 5-yard line?
Yeah,
that's still a penalty.
Right.
But you wouldn't set it up at the 10-yard line. So I don't know. I'm not sure how that rule works. But here we go for the Tigers as Jaleel Hardison takes the ball and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And Whitthorne's going to have to find some magic here late in the third quarter. They got to get in this end zone, Drake.
They're going to have to block a little bit better on the line of scrimmage. They're just not. It doesn't look like they're firing off the line of scrimmage like you normally see Whitthorne do. And you've got to get hat on a hat, open up a lane, and get these quick running backs moving.
Jackson Parker out of the shotgun, looks to pass. His intended receiver was Tyshawn Dotson. Hit him right in the hands, and he just drops the football.
Well, every pass that Whitthorne has tried has been kind of a flare out to the right, to the left, mostly to the right-hand side. I think your linebackers and defensive backs are just banking that when Whitthorne drops back for a pass, they're going to look for a flare out in the flat somewhere. Right. So they're kind of keying on that a little bit. What I might try to do is pump fake, run a wide receiver deep, pump fake that flare out or pass to the flat, and then go over the top. Do you see what I mean?
I see exactly what you mean. Maybe Coach Dickinson will dial that up.
See how Trey Johnson's right here?
Here's the snap. Austin Taylor rolls. He's facing pressure. He steps up. He breaks a couple tackles. There's a flag on the play, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1 there.
Could be holding here on Whitthorne. We'll see the white hat in the backfield through the flag.
So Jackson Parker took the snap and rolled out.
Holding Whitthorne.
And the Mount Pleasant Tigers are going to decline that penalty, so that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for the Whitthorne Tigers with about 1:07 left to go in the third quarter.
He's sending Jaden White out for the punting unit for the Whitthorne Tigers, and I think that's the right idea. You've got 1:07 to go in the third and all of the fourth quarter, so to give up another short field score here would be.
White's punt is a line drive.
Beautiful kick, beautiful roll for the Whitthorne Tigers.
At about the 5-yard line.
There you go. No, it's at the 10. Right, just 10? At the 10. Yeah, just roll at the 10. So there you have it.
What a punt from Jaden White. Unfortunately for the Whitthorne Tigers, couldn't put any points on the board, so going to give Mount Pleasant the football with 50 seconds to go in this quarter, up 14-0 at their own 10.
And really, so far as field position goes, that was one of the better plays of the whole game for the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers.
Absolutely, Drake.
That was a terrific punt and great roll by Jaden White's punt. And now have the Tigers pinned back. The last thing the Tigers want to do for Mount Pleasant is make a mistake here.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Deontay Webster, who makes a move and gets down to, what about the 14, 13
maybe
yard line?
13, 14-yard line. Maybe pick up a 3, maybe 4. Second down, and they're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. So second down and 7.
26 seconds remaining.
Whitthorne's defense needs to make a stand right here. They really need to bow up. Be strong. Stop that running game. Get the ball back.
Here's the snap. It's going to be a pitch to Webster, who stiff arms a man, kind of shoves him off.
Could be gone.
Oh my goodness, he's at the 40, cuts back up to the 50. He's reverse field. He's at the 40, the 30, the 35, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3. Nobody's going to catch him, and that's going to be a Mount Pleasant Tiger touchdown. Wow. What a play from Deontay Webster on the huge run, and that might have sealed the football game, Drake.
Well, and that run by Webster, which was electrifying, terrific, and 85 yards or 87 yards, whatever it was, for the touchdown to make it 20-0 now as Mount Pleasant gets ready to go for the 2-point conversion, is a result of the running game up the middle by Mount Pleasant, because you had the defensive ends crashing the middles trying to stop. Deontay Webster goes to the outside, and nobody's there.
Nobody.
He just outruns the defenders.
So here's a 2-point conversion up the middle with Amos, and it's good.
Basically untouched, right up the middle of the line.
So that's going to bring the score at 22-0. Mount Pleasant Middle School Tigers on top heading into the fourth quarter.
And I just like...
And we're going to take a break. We'll be back in the fourth quarter.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Do you wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
Welcome back into Mount Pleasant, Tennessee for the fourth quarter of this Battle of the Tigers between Whitthorne Middle School Tigers and the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Both undefeated, and Mount Pleasant has come out to play tonight. They put 22 points up on the Tigers of Whitthorne.
And held the Tigers of Whitthorne to 0.
Looking to kick. It's a short pooch kick. Heads out of bounds at the 48-yard line
of Mount Pleasant.
So
it looks like the Whitthorne Tigers will have the ball on just on Mount Pleasant's side of the field. And like I said, and I talked about at the break, that touchdown by Deontay Webster, the 87-yard run or whatever it was a result of the success Mount Pleasant was having running the ball up the middle.
Absolutely.
In order to stop the ball from being run successfully up the middle, both of Whitthorne's defensive ends, outside linebackers, were crashing the middle. Deontay Webster saw no place to go, so he just stepped to his right, to the outside, up the sideline he went, cut back across the field around Whitthorne's 45-yard line, and the rest is history.
That's it, Drake.
Pretty simple.
So we'll see. Whitthorne Tigers have not been in this position down in a football game by this much in a long time. They're holding a 13-game win streak that spans over 2 years, but tonight it looks like that might come to an end. Here's the snap and the handoff to Khalil Hardison, who's going to fight his way down for a gain of about 4 or 5 there. All the way down to, what is the Mount Pleasant 38-yard line?
Yep, 38.
So a good gain by Hardison. Quarterback Jackson Parker under center. Hands it off to Tyshawn Dodson, who's going to run and carry about 6 defenders with him, and picks up the first down.
And I tell you what, if you're a middle school defensive back trying to figure out how to tackle Tyshawn Dotson, then you are probably in what you call a quandary, because it's probably like trying to figure out how to tackle Derrick Henry.
Absolutely.
It's just a big man coming at you.
And they hand it back off to Tyshawn up the middle, who gets maybe 1. Now that went to Hardison.
Yeah,
Khalil
number
Hardison.
6, Khalil Hardison got that one.
Got about 2 yards there. Jackson Parker hands it off to big Tyshawn Dotson up the middle, who's going to bulldoze his way down to, what, the 19-yard line?
Yeah, and I'll tell you one defensive back that wasn't scared to get his head in there and make that tackle was number 3, Deontay Webster, the player of the game so far.
Webster's a tough football player, Drake.
Yeah, he had the Tigers' first touchdown and their last touchdown.
Whitthorne out of the shotgun, hands it off to Hardison around the outside, cuts up, make a man miss.
Nice cutback right there on a end around by Hardison.
It's going to be another first down for the Whitthorne Tigers in Mount Pleasant Tiger territory.
Easily the best drive of the night by the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers, as they're knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 9-yard line of Mount Pleasant.
Parker under center. He's going to hand it off to big Tyshawn Dotson, who finds room, breaks a tackle, gets free. He's got a defender on his back. He drags him down to about the 5 or 4 yard line there.
Yeah,
Drake.
nice run by Tyshawn Dotson. He just shook off the first tackler and then carried 1 or 2, another 3 yards. Finally brought down at the 4 yard line of Mount Pleasant. 5:20 to go in the 4th quarter as Whitthorne looks to get that goose egg off the board.
Hands it off to Tyshawn Dotson, who stumbles his way into the end zone for a Whitthorne Tigers touchdown.
And they just got that goose egg off the board.
So Tyshawn Dotson had about 4 handoffs on that drive, 4 or 5, and he finishes it off by getting in the end zone. So Whitthorne will not elect to kick the extra point.
No, they need 3 times 8 is 24. So I would say they're going to need the rest of the game. If they score any more touchdowns, definitely be going for 2 to try to catch up to that 22 points that Mount Pleasant has on the board right now.
Parker takes the snap, but there are flags on the field.
Illegal procedure on Whitthorne, 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to make this 2-point conversion even harder.
A little tougher. A lot of difference between the 3-yard line and the 8-yard line, I promise you.
Absolutely, Drake. Jackson Parker joins his team in the huddle. Getting ready for this 2-point conversion from the 8-yard line. Jackson Parker out of the shotgun, takes the snap, he looks to pass. He's got a man open in the end zone, and it's caught. It's good. To number 1, Austin Taylor, on a little, he just sent him on a flare route. And the Whitthorne Tigers convert on the 2-point conversion to make the score 22-8 here in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
What a beautiful moon out tonight.
Right, yeah.
That harvest moon, that fall moon, doesn't it look beautiful?
Absolutely. Perfect. Couldn't ask for better conditions
there you
for
go.
the weather tonight.
It's a beautiful night here in Mount Pleasant. As Mount Pleasant is getting ready to celebrate their 200th birthday soon. 200th birthday.
Wow.
I think it's the 2nd week in October. And I know everybody down here, including Mayor Bill White. They're so excited about that. And stay tuned. I think there's going to be a big announcement about a well-known musical guest being in concert down here.
Really?
Yeah, there were some teasers that Mayor White laid out, and we'll see what happens. But I can't say any names. I'm not going to say
come
it. I'm
on,
not,
man.
No,
All right.
I was sworn to secrecy.
No hints?
But I'll tell you this, everyone will know him.
Okay.
Or her, him or her.
Oh, okay.
And it's not Taylor Swift.
All right. I know you love some
I'm gonna
Tay-Tay. And Whitthorne recovers the pooch kick. Down at about the 37, Jaden White laid down a great kick, and Mount Pleasant recovered it. It looked
did Mount Pleasant get on that? I thought for sure Whitthorne had that ball.
I thought so as well, Drake. Wow. It was batted around in the air, and I guess Mount Pleasant came away with the football.
All right. You cannot give up a first down in this situation. You're down 2 scores. You cannot give up a first down.
And if I'm Mount Pleasant,
you're down 14 points. A first down will kill you. So they got to figure out a way to stop the rushing game of Mount Pleasant right here. Ja'Kai Amos, their big, tall quarterback, is taking the snap. It's over his head. He goes down.
He just has to fall.
That's exactly what Whitthorne wanted. Exactly. I would probably be taking almost timeouts right here.
Almost, I don't know, Drake.
I mean, you've got 3 of them. You're going to need every minute. So why not take your timeouts here?
That's exactly.
Because you're hoping to get the ball. If you don't get the ball back here and on a punt or turnover situation, then you'll have to try an onside kick by – say Whitthorne gets the ball back, right? And then they go down, they score a touchdown. Well, they're going to try an onside kick, and that's their only hope in this situation to win this ball game or tie this ball game up.
That's it. That's right, Drake. And they did take one with –
I think they're going to use them all right here, and if Mount Pleasant ends up getting the first down, the game is basically over.
That's true. So 4 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. Mount Pleasant up 22-8 over the Whitthorne Tigers.
No. Moon is sitting directly across the field from us, low in the sky with some beautiful clouds right in front of it. And I know Snoopy and, well, Linus is getting ready for the Great Pumpkin, right? He's the Great Pumpkin guy.
So with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go, Mount Pleasant just averted disaster there with that bad snap. This one's right to Amos. No.
They tried a little misdirection right there with, looks like Deontay Webster. As Amos moved to his right, and then I can't get to
21. Luke Mobbs.
Okay. Well, they had Mobbs coming back and kind of on a jet sweep back across to the left as Amos was sliding to his right, handed off, and the Whitthorne Tigers snuffed it out and got the tackle for no gain. So it's 3rd and 19, Peyton.
3rd and 19, huge play coming up.
Is there a play in Mount Pleasant's playbook for 3rd and 19?
Don't turn the football over and get positive yards.
I think they might need to call Nico on this one.
Well, what do you think Nico would do?
Nico would get the ball down the field past the sticks is what Nico would do.
Hey.
Iyama Mealayava. That's pretty close. That's about as close as I can get to it, I think.
Iyamalayava.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Good job, Peyton.
Had a pretty good showing last Saturday.
Yeah,
he only played
absolutely.
two quarters, but.
And for any of you UT fans that listen to the Vol Network, we want to congratulate WKOM's Big Lou Maddox, alumni of Columbia Central High School, who is now attending the University of Tennessee in Knoxville and working for the Vol Network.
Here's the snap to Webster on 3rd and long. He's going to fight his way up the middle. You got to bring him down, and Whitthorne Tigers do. But Webster carried the ball.
Picked up about 15 yards right there, so now they're looking at
a 4th and what, 4? 6? So 4th and 6.
4th and 6. Now the question is Mount Pleasant, they're thinking about, 4th and 6 from our 37.5 yard line. We're up 14 points. Should we just go on and maybe try to go for it here and in this ball game?
I don't see why not. They've been running the ball.
I mean, Deontay Webster is quite the runner, and I might just give it to Webster and try to get him out in some space and let him make a move or two, and they pick up the first down. You could put this one in the books.
That's right. If you're Whitthorne here, you got to be tough. Got to know where the football is going. Hey, Mount Pleasant has a lot of weapons, so we'll see. I think Webster, I like that call by you there. Give it to Webster and
let him try to work his magic. If not, put your defense out on the field. And with 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the ball game, you're up 22-8 if you're a Mount Pleasant Tiger. So Whitthorne's got a big hill to climb to at least tie the ball game up or especially win it. So we'll see what happens. It looks like
Ja'Kai Amos under center.
They're trying to draw him off. They're trying to draw him off sides.
And Mount Pleasant's going to take a timeout.
So they tried a little cadence. They tried a little cadence count there by Ja'Kai Amos to maybe get Whitthorne to jump off sides and make it a 4th and 1, which is much more doable
than 4th and 6.
That's right. And I guarantee you, now I don't know what they're going to do here. We haven't seen much of a Mount Pleasant punter tonight. Have we even seen a Mount Pleasant punter tonight?
We have not tonight, Drake, no. They've gone for it.
So we don't even know if
they
they have a punter. They might not have a punt. They might not have an option to punt the ball.
Well, I mean, if anything, you could at least just put Amos back there in the shotgun and let him just kind of kick it. I mean, we've seen some teams do that.
Quick kick type situation.
Like a little Tom Brady. I believe Big Ben Roethlisberger had a couple in his day.
Well, Amos is back out on the field. Here comes Deontay Webster, the last Mount Pleasant Tiger to get out to the huddle.
I have a feeling that this play is going to go to him.
Deontay, yeah, they're gonna direct snap to number 3, Deontay Webster, 4th down and 6.
Got blockers set up on that right side. He's gonna take it, and he's gonna be stuffed.
He is stoned at the 40-yard line of Mount Pleasant, and the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers will get the ball back.
Wow, Drake, that's huge. That's huge for the Whitthorne
That's exactly
Tigers.
what Coach Dickinson wanted. They're at I'll correct myself. They are at the 39-yard line of the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And Whitthorne, with 4 minutes and 23 seconds, Peyton, they need to go to work, man. They need a quick score.
Let's see if they can make some magic happen. This offense.
They've been known to throw the ball before.
Jackson Parker looks to pass. There's a flag on the play. The pass is complete to number 1, Austin Taylor.
Terrific job to hold on to that ball right there after about a 5-yard gain.
But there is a flag on the play on the close to the Mount Pleasant sideline. So the refs are discussing at midfield. It might be an illegal substitution, Drake.
Or they might just pick it up. I'm not sure. They've been discussing a long time. Illegal substitution against the defense. So that's 5 more yards added on.
So that's a first down. It's a first down for the Whitthorne Tigers. So that's a fresh set of downs. All right, they're just going to move the ball up 5 either way. So it's going to be a 1st and 5. Here's the snap. Parker looking. rolling, facing pressure. He was
roughing the passer on number 50 for Mount Pleasant Tigers. Micah Evans hit the quarterback a little late.
And Jackson Parker is limping after that big hit.
Yeah, he took a big hit right there after he threw the ball and it was incomplete.
He was looking for number 22.
Personal foul. Yeah, roughing the passer on number 50, Micah Evans for the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And that's going to move the ball 15 yards down. That is the last thing the Mount Pleasant Tigers need.
Absolutely.
Is to give up free yardage to Whitthorne, up by 14 here with 4:13 to go. And I'm talking about the Mount Pleasant Tigers being up 14.
That's right.
Not Whitthorne.
So Parker, after being shaken up after that shot he took, is back, empty backfield, man in motion. It's number 1, Austin Taylor, who takes it around the outside.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick up quite a bit of yards.
But you're going to have a hold on the right end for Whitthorne right there. He just stood straight up and grabbed the jersey of the defensive end for Mount Pleasant.
Wow. Very unfortunate there for the Tigers of Whitthorne.
So you just give back of the 15 yards you got on the roughing the passer, you're giving back 10 of it if you're Whitthorne on the offensive holding.
So that's going to put the ball at about the 29. So now to 1st and 20 for the Whitthorne Tigers. Jackson Parker, the quarterback, setting his receiver up where he needs to be. Hustles back. Here's the snap. Drops back. And throws, but can't hook up with number 6, Khalil Hardison. There's that little route to the flat.
Jackson Parker had him open right there in the flat, like they've tried to throw earlier in this evening, but he just threw it a little too high. I think it was on line. It was just over his head. .403 left in the ball game. Whitthorne trailing by 14, 22-8. On the 29-yard line of Mount Pleasant, 2nd and 10.
Here's the snap. Parker looks to pass. He's got a receiver open, and he finds him, number 7, who makes a move. He breaks the tackle, and he scores.
Touchdown. I'm sorry, it was 2nd and 20.
Wow. Jason Guzman on the catch and run for the Whitthorne Tigers. This game's not over yet, folks.
Yep, Guzman got loose there around the 20-yard line, and Parker just went up over the top to his left, and Guzman shook one defender and was in the end zone.
Whitthorne going for 2 after that huge catch and run there, where Jackson Parker connected with Guzman, Jason Guzman, for a huge touchdown.
And I want to say that touchdown took all of about 30 seconds worth off the clock.
Here's the snap. Looking to pass. Has him on the outside. That's Khalil Hardison. And the 2-point conversion is good for the Whitthorne Tigers. So with 3 minutes and 56 seconds to play, Whitthorne Tigers put 8 more points on the board to make it a 22-16 point game here in Mount Pleasant. Wow.
Hold the phone, folks. Don't go anywhere.
It seemed that Mount Pleasant had taken control and just was basically going to end the game, but Whitthorne is still fighting, Drake.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. If you're Coach Dickinson and his assistants over on that Whitthorne sideline, you want to see these guys fight to the very end. They've won 13 straight. They don't want to go down. They don't want to lose to their inter-county rival, so to speak, the Mount Pleasant Tigers. And right now, with just under 4 minutes, 3:56 to go, kicking the ball off here. I'm not sure. They're out of timeouts. I would guess we're going to see some type of onside kick.
Well, with a kicker like Jaden White, I'm sure he can make some magic happen here, Drake. Ball's teed off at the 40. Jaden White's kick, and there's going to be blown dead. False start on the kicking team.
I guess it's basically an offsides on the kicking team. They're over the line before contact is made with the ball by the kicker, so that is a 5-yard illegal procedure penalty. So they're going to tee the ball up now at the 35-yard line.
So really, although they did get the penalty call, this is still a redo at an onside kick.
It is a redo.
So, I mean.
And as part of the special teams, you're just trying to time your run right at the moment the kicker makes the contact with the ball. You want to be crossing that line and build up a little speed on your way to the ball.
So here's Jaden White's kick. It bounces, and it's fielded by number 22 of Mount Pleasant, who gets spun down at about the 43-yard line. That was DeMontez Gilbert there on the hands team.
And not trying to be Captain Obvious, but it is obvious to everyone watching and enjoying this live stream or recorded, whichever one, that a first down is pretty much the ball game. What would be terrific for Whitthorne would be a fumble, a turnover, and there's Deontay Webster for a solid
10 yards. He drug multiple defenders.
Yeah, there's 10 yards right there and a first down for the Mount Pleasant Tigers, and the clock runs after they get the ball set. 3:47 to go in the fourth quarter, with Mount Pleasant up by 6, 22-16. They have to reset. If he makes a first down, they got to reset the sticks.
So Mount Pleasant with a fresh set of downs all the way up to the 47. Here's the snap. Gives it back to Webster, who's going to break free. He's got one man to beat, but he's brought down after a huge pickup down at about the 25-yard line. Mount Pleasant. Whitthorne's had a huge time trying to stop Webster tonight, and he picks up another first down for the Mount Pleasant Tigers with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go, up by 6.
Well, I don't know if we give out players of the game, but Mr. Deontay Webster is my player of the game tonight. He has well over 150 yards rushing, maybe closer to 200. He has not laid the ball on the ground. He has done everything they've asked him to do.
Here's the snap, and they hand it back to Webster up the middle, who's going to break free and battle down.
Close to breaking that one off.
He's a heck of an athlete, Drake.
Yeah, he's going to be something in high school.
Yeah, he is.
He's something in middle school. He's really going to be something in high school. You get some more weight and muscle on him, and he's really going to be something, going to be a hard back to pull down.
Absolutely.
And running the ball might not even be his specialty. He could I don't know. I have to talk to Mount Pleasant coaches, but he could be a better in the defensive backfield than he is running the ball. So who knows?
That's what's great about middle school football. Hey,
do a little bit of everything and then figure it out once you get into high school.
That's right. Here's the snap up the middle, pushing the pile. Still fighting. Ja'Kai Amos on the carry there. Maybe a yard, maybe half a yard. It's going to bring up a third and.
A little frustration taken out on the quarterback there by Tyshawn Dotson as he plants the quarterback to the ground there. 3rd down and 1.5 yard, Peyton. Is that what you'd say?
Yeah, I think it's about 1.5,
Just
2.
Moving up on 1 minute to go in the 4th quarter. Mount Pleasant leading 22-16. Taking their time coming out of the huddle.
If you're Whitthorne, you're wanting to see something like a stumble fumble here from the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
Anything to get the ball back, but
hands it off to Webster. That's not going to happen. He finds the corner, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be just short of the end zone.
Oh, from here it looked like he got in, but he must be on the half-yard line, and that looks like first. There you go.
So that first down by Deontay Webster, and this Mount Pleasant Tigers middle school, that should be enough to do it with about 33 seconds left to go on the clock. Just hit
and you got to take your hats off to the Mount Pleasant Tiger middle school program. They had the bigger, larger middle school Whitthorne Tigers come in here to Mount Pleasant. 13-game winning streak.
Wow, they're going to get into the end zone here. They're not going to hit a knee. They're going to rub it in the face of
there you
Whitthorne.
go. Hey, that's what you practice all summer for. You practice all summer. You get in the weight room. You sweat, blood, sweat, and tears to get to football season. And if you're a coach and you can get one of your running backs a touchdown, I don't have a problem with it scoring. You know that I don't have a problem with that.
It is a much earned. I believe that was Webster on the carry for the touchdown.
Now an onside kick in the first quarter. If you're up 30-0 over someone, I got a little problem with that.
Well,
I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm just saying I've got a little issue with an onside kick up 30.
Maybe they were just trying to practice it in a game like that.
Oh, okay.
The 2-point conversion is going to be stopped. 17 seconds left on the clock. Mount Pleasant Tigers up 28-16 on the Whitthorne Tigers. And they look like they're about to break this 13-game win streak, finish the regular season undefeated, and go into the playoffs.
But hey, knowing Coach Dickinson and his crew, you know what they're going to say? It's time to start another one.
That's it.
You know.
I mean, I believe these two might.
There's not a coach in this country that wouldn't love to be part of a 13-game winning streak for their football team. I don't care if you're Pee Wee League or you're the NFL. It doesn't make any difference. You're still proud of your team. Tonight, they just got beat and got outplayed by a little bit better football team.
And it happens, and I do believe these two will see each other in the county championship game. I mean,
and folks, don't forget there is a county championship middle school football game or tournament.
Yeah, they're having
that's played
playoffs
at the end of this season. So these teams, this has been a great game tonight. Right now, Mount Pleasant has the better of it at 28-16 with 17 seconds to go, but they could very easily meet up again.
Absolutely,
and more than likely will.
Playoffs start next week. This is the regular season finale for the Murray County Middle School football. So here's Mount Pleasant's kick. It's a short one. It's fielded. There's a flag on the play. 16 seconds left to go in the game. This game's all but over, Drake.
Yeah, no timeouts. No timeouts for Whitthorne left. I don't see any other outcome than a Mount Pleasant Tigers victory, and they should be congratulated. They came out and they played solid defense basically the whole game. The last 4 minutes, last half of the fourth quarter, their defensive line broke down just a little bit. But against a good quality team with great athletes like Whitthorne has, you know, you can't hold them all night long. Eventually you're gonna give up a little bit, and that's what they did. But they didn't flinch with the fight that Whitthorne put into the game at the end of the fourth quarter. Mount Pleasant went back down the field, stuck it in the end zone, and they're going to win this ball game tonight.
Parker out of the shotgun, looking to pass. He's going deep, one-on-one, pass is incomplete, intended for number 3. With 9.
Trevante Johnson.
Trevante
Looked
Johnson.
like the ball bounced off the defender's hat. And kind of gave Johnson another attempt at it, but just couldn't grab the ball. So
Whitthorne not gonna back down. They're still gonna throw the ball.
9 seconds to go in the 4th. I just see Coach Dickinson just running the ball right here. To be honest with you, Tyshawn Dotson's coming up the line. I guess they're going to pass it. Empty backfield.
Jackson Parker drops back. He faces pressure and is going to be sacked
by number 50, Micah.
Number 50 is
Micah Evans.
Micah Evans ends the game with a sack.
Yeah.
Well, folks,
there they are.
The Mount Pleasant Tigers gets the best of the Whitthorne Tigers tonight in the Battle of the Tigers.
I believe they moved to 7-0 on the season.
7-0. That is correct, Drake.
As the Whitthorne Middle School Tigers moved to 4-1 on the season.
That's correct.
And this coming next week will be the middle school, Murray County Middle School playoffs.
That's right, Drake. Thank you all for joining us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, X. From Drake Colley, this is Peyton Calvert, wishing everyone a good night. Whitthorne Tigers falls 28-16 against the Mount Pleasant Tigers. Playoffs start next week.